Hello, this is Yusuf Al-Kafrawi. My company is Telecom Egypt. Let's start with the additional funds needed. I kept tweaking the growth rate in order to get an AFN for each year as zero. This is my historical income statement. I changed the sales, operating cost, and the interest. This is my projected income statement. This is my historical balance sheet. This is my projected balance sheet. Then how I calculated the NPV. I started by getting the EBIT from the income statement for each year, and then I calculated the depreciation by this formula: depreciation of previous year times 1 plus growth rate of current year. This table shows how I calculated each year, and these are the depreciation for every year. Then I calculated the working capital by subtracting the cash from the total assets for each year. Then I subtract the total of 2014, for example. I subtract the total of 2015 from 2014, and the total of 2016 from 2015, and so on. Then I calculated the capital expenditure by using this formula: net PPE of the current year minus net PPE of previous year plus depreciation of current year, and this table shows my numbers. For example, this is the net PPE of 2014, or this is the net PPE, for 2015. I subtracted from the 2014 net PPE, which is this number. Then I add depreciation of the 2015 depreciation, and I got the capital expenditure, and I made it for each year. Then I calculated the free cash flow by using this formula: EBIT minus tax rate plus depreciation minus working capital minus capital expenditure. And my MPV was 5 billion, and I got the MPV by adding all the free cash flow for each year together. Then I calculated the WACC. I got the total debt and total equity from the balance sheet, and I added them together, and then I divided each of them by the total to get the percentage. Then I calculated the cost of debt, which is the interest rate times 1 minus the tax rate, and I got 6.2%. And then I calculated the cost of equity, which is risk-free plus beta times market premium, and I got 13.84%. Then, in order to get the WACC, I add the debt to the equity, and I got 13.71%. Here is the formula that I used: debt times cost of equity times 1 plus tax rate plus equity times cost of equity. Then I calculated the discounted cash flow, which is by using this formula: free cash flow of year 1 divided by 1 plus the WACC to the power of 1. All of this plus the free cash flow of the second year divided by 1 plus the WACC to the power of 2. My discounted cash flow was 1 billion for the 5 years when I added all the years. Then I calculated the present value residual, the PV residual, by using this formula: the first year residual value divided by the discount rate minus the growth rate, all divided by 1 plus the discount rate times the number of years. So I assumed the first year residual value by this value, and I calculated it by plugging it to the formula 2971 divided by 13.7% minus 8%, all divided by 1 plus 13.7% times the 5, which is the years. And my total PV residual was 9 billion. Then I calculated the value of the company by using this formula, which is PV of the residual plus PV of the free cash flow. PV of the residual was 9 billion and NPV was 5 billion. So I added them together and I got 14 billion, and the market price is 10 billion. So there's a gap between my evaluation and the market price, which is higher than the market price. And thank you.